Aussie firefighters save world's only groves of prehistoric Wollemi pines.
Here's a summary of the article.
Aussie firefighters save world's only groves of prehistoric Wollemi pines. Fire swept through the canyons where the rare trees had outlived the dinosaurs. Instead of a race to save humans or animals, a specialized team of Australian firefighters was bent on saving invaluable plant life, hidden groves of the Wollemi pine, a prehistoric tree species that has outlived the dinosaurs. Today, only 200 of the trees exist in their natural environment, all within the canyons of Wollemi National Park, just 100 miles west of Sydney. That's the year David Noble, an officer with the New South Wales National Parks and Wildlife Service, rappelled into a narrow canyon and came across a grove of large trees he didn't recognise. Firefighters set up an irrigation system around the trees to keep them wet. The fire did sweep through the canyons, and through the groves where these trees have somehow survived for millions of years. These are the only living Wollemi pines found anywhere on the planet in their natural environment. These pines used to cover the whole of Australia. Now they're only found in a very small and secret location in New South Wales.
This post received a score of 31,002, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than people are urged to not look for the groves, as they might trample young plants. World governments need to take steps to actively protect these areas from idiots.
We have a couple albino redwoods around here, and their locations aren't publicly posted specifically to protect them. It is sad that we know for certain that if readily known, the stupid portion of the general population will ruin anything. For example, anything nice but finite, ever.
Not just stupid, I feel there's always a tiny but determined number that just enjoy destroying historical and natural artifacts. I think the bigger problem is the sheer number of stupid wannabe social media stars that would try to get to these things first.
This is the real problem, IMO. In Colorado we have a pristine alpine lake called Hanging Lakes. There is an old log that sits on the surface of the lake. There are signs everywhere telling people to stay out of the lake and off of the log. 3/3 times I have been there is some fuckwit taking Instagram pictures on the log. Now you have to get a permit to do the hike, and they have greatly reduced the amount of people allowed to go up to the lake.
There was an Instagram page and subreddit that used to be dedicated to publicly shaming people that broke the rules at Hanging Lake and going into the water.
Username Public Lands Hate You on Insta.
The article doesn't go into it, but the Wollemi is the equivalent of a dinosaur just hanging out in Australia.
We also have the world's largest, living crocodile species which has also been around since the dinosaurs.
And egg-laying monotremes that split from other mammals 200 million years ago. It's almost another planet.
Before humans came along and settled on the continent, Australia was so isolated that it might as well have been another planet.
Greater than the fire did sweep through the canyons, and through the groves where these trees have somehow survived for millions of years. Damn, that's badass how they managed to survive. As a person with very little to no experience or knowledge of tree care, how did the firefighters save them if the fire still went through the grove?
I think we need someone from our marijuana enthusiasts.
Someone is going to be very confused by this comment.
They had to be lowered in by rappelling from helicopters according to the radio. They're like SEAL Team 6 of bushfires.
In the US they're known as smoke jumpers. There is also the hotshots. They're both basically elite firefighters who go into remote areas ahead of fires to help set up fire breaks and deal with spot fires before they can get out of hand. In ours we don't have that specific division yet, however there is what's called Remote Area Firefighting (RAF), which I think is a similar thing.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.